we going, everyone? I've got a big smile on my face today. Now, you know I've been talking about tomatoes and stupid storms and Jack crying about it too, because that's what we do when we get a big hailstorm coming through. Now, do you remember these tomatoes? They were looking really bad after the storm. Now, the tomatoes themselves, don't mind my dirty fingers, I've been cleaning tomato plants, folks. That's what happens to your fingers. Look at the damage here. And don't mind Jack in the background, he's just having a little sook. He wants to play ball. Look at this, look at all that. That's hailstone damage down there as well. You can see it all now. And along the stem here as well. It looks like bite marks from a snail or something like that, but it's actually hailstones. Now, these, and the topic here is basically how resilient your plants can be. These have copped a beating, not once, not twice, 3 times. Yet they still bounce back and they are still holding their fruit, even though they are blemished. Some of them, not all of them, look, still got our tomatoes, haven't dropped them. That's because of the black grit, folks. The calcium does work. The discoloration of the leaves. What would you look like if someone stuck you out in the middle of the car park and just stoned you? No, I don't condone people stoning people, don't get me wrong. It was a stupid analogy, cut that out. Now, what would you look like if somebody just kept throwing dodgeballs at you? You'd be battered and bruised, right? And that's what happened to these tomatoes. In fact, all my plants outside. The stuff that's under the bird netting, the wildlife-friendly bird netting out there, escaped it 3 times unscathed. Beautiful, strong tomatoes, same quality, weathered. Microclimate difference. Yes, less sun, more sun, a lot more difficult to grow in our harsh environment. Come along here. We've got leaves all over the floor here, by the way. This is what I've been doing. These are all different types of cherry-sized tomatoes. We've got a black blue one, we've got an orange variety, we also got a green one like a zebra. So there's 2 or 3 varieties here, at least self-germinated, as I said in the past. They're clusters, they've become a little forest down there. So that's not all from one plant there. There's actually 4 or 5 plants there growing at once. And this is what they do. They grow up like they're suckering from the ground. This is almost ripe, but you know what? After all the bad work, all the bad weather and the good work, I deserve to at least taste one tomato. It's nice, and I'll be honest, it's not quite ready. It needs more sweetening. Are there any more? Oh, you know, I can't wait till the season starts when we start chopping away. My season. I know a lot of you out there, the Big Malacca Tomato Group, are doing wonderfully well. Congrats to all of you, and keep up the great work. I may not have an entry this year, but I'm going to still give it a go. The close cut-off date, well, at the end of the day, it's going to rely on my garden because I'm the last one to be able to grow any tomatoes early enough to ripen for the comp. Anyway, these ones here too, this had fallen over completely. And now we've opened it up and we've got a nice open, nice breathing sort of structure, not too thin, enough canopy on top, and hopefully we get some beautiful tomatoes out of that. The beans always seem to struggle here. Some of them have taken off. I've tried in different areas, I've tried different soil. I just don't know if the weather's right for them, but they're tougher than tomatoes, I don't know. But that's what happens in the garden, folks. So it's a trial and error. And at the end of the day, if you trial the bird netting, the wildlife-friendly bird netting, you'll never go wrong with it. You'll never have an error. And that's what we've got in here. They've come out of this a crazy storm unscathed and doing mighty well. No white fly, touch wood, no rust, no leaf spot, no major disease. The potatoes are wearing off a little bit there. Some of the lettuce need to be harvested because they're about to go to seed, but the eggplant's thriving beautifully. Very, very 1 or 2 white flies, but nothing to worry about at the moment. And that's what you can have in your garden as well if you haven't tried it out before. Check it all out at our website, Vasili'sGarden.com. It's the radio weekend 3AW, folks, so we always run our big sales on these weekends. It's up to 85% off using coupon code 3AW, and our new product, Superfood, the new organic fertiliser pellets and a quick release fertiliser are available on our website. And you can actually get it free with a minimum purchase. Terms and conditions apply. Check it all out and tune into 3AW if you just watched this when it was uploaded. From me, Vasili Maresi, that's Vasili'sGarden.com.